10 years from now, travelling to Singapore from Kuala Lumpur will only take 90 minutes with a high-speed rail. This is the pledge by the two governments, which has embarked on a game-challenging collaboration that is set to bring Malaysia and Singapore as well as its people closer. Prime Ministers Datuk Seri Najib Razak and Lee Hsien Loong are optimistic the HSR will be up and running by 2026. The two leaders witnessed the signing of a memorandum of understanding or MoU on the project on Tuesday, inked by Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Abdul Rahman Dahlan, and Coordinating Minister for Infrastructure and Minister for Transport, Khaw Boon Wan, for Singapore. This MoU will be followed by the signing of a binding bilateral agreement to be cemented at the end of the year when the two leaders meet for their annual consultation.
The signing of the MoU, or Memorandum of Understanding, between the Government of Malaysia and the Government of the Republic of Singapore concerning the Kuala Lumpur-Singapore High-Speed Rail, HSR, today signifies Malaysia and Singapore's firmest commitment to this iconic project. It is clear, very clear, that both sides are deeply committed to stay the course for a more comprehensive partnership.
The MoU captures key points of the agreements between the countries on the project that includes project details on technical parameters, commercial model, custom immigration quarantine clearance, safety and security matters, regulatory framework, and project management, where the HSR is expected to be fully operational around 2026.
Prime Minister Lee and I are pleased that the HSR project, being the first in the region, is receiving great amount of attention both domestically and internationally. Various countries have offered to share their experience and expertise in the project. HSR project is a reflection of the future of Malaysia and Singapore, an area of growing prosperity and affluence, a new lifestyle, in fact, to be enjoyed by both Malaysians and Singaporeans and visitors alike.
Lee says his country is equally committed to putting full attention to the HSR, adding both Malaysia and Singapore wanted this bilateral project to be done right.
It demonstrates not just how close our two countries are, but also how much we want to do things together, so that we can cooperate and prosper together, dealing with each other as equals, focusing on the larger strategic picture and on the win-win benefits.
Lee says 2026 is an ambitious timetable for the HSR project, adding that the MRT lines in Singapore, which he described as a much less ambitious project, took around 12 to 15 years from inception to service.
We have to get this right, because the HSR will bring our two countries together and change the way each of us thinks of the other. It will physically link our two capitals. Each will be just a short train ride away. It'll draw our peoples and our economies together. And we can think of Singapore and KL in the same way as people think of London, Paris, Taipei, Kaohsiung, or Tokyo, Osaka.
The HSR line will run 350 kilometres with 335 kilometres in Malaysia and 15 kilometres in Singapore. It will comprise 8 stops: Kuala Lumpur, Putrajaya, Seremban, Air Keroh, Muar, Batu Pahat, Iskandar Puteri and Jurong East in Singapore.